Welcome everyone to our Project Healthy Wealth Super Saturday training in February. My name is Earl Teets. It really is an honor and a blessing to be a home business coach and help people get paid each and every week as entrepreneurs. So I'm recording this video both through a Facebook Live as well through my laptop as a training tool that we're going to be able to use all year long. What I'm going to share with you is nothing less than the truth of how you can work for your own success with the odds of earning in your favor. Now, I understand this. There's no such thing as something for nothing, folks. If you're looking for a free path on a computer link, this opportunity, what I'm coaching, what I'm teaching here is going to be a complete waste of your time. You need to understand, first and foremost, entrepreneurship is business. And when I'm teaching and training, I'm talking to adult people that understand it costs money to run a business, takes time, effort, and commitment to make one work. We can train you and we'll show you how to turn leveraged efforts of as little as 1 hour into some very serious money when you can contribute at least 1 hour a day, 5 days a week with no excuses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be real blunt. I'm going to be real forward and to the point. But before we do, I want to recognize and pay some respect to some Vietnam veterans out there. We just celebrated 41 years since that took place. My father, his name was Jess Eldon Teets. He served in Vietnam in 67 and 68. Because he served his country, he got what they call leukemia from Agent Orange. And we lost my father. So, I understand what it's like to go through struggles. As a former Army soldier myself, I understand what it means to put my butt on the line. So when I talk about building a home business, I look at things the same way I was taught in the military, as my dad was taught in the military, and his dad was a B-17 tail gunner in World War II. And my mother's dad was on one of the ships in Pearl Harbor when they got dive bombed. So I came from a long line of people who are very direct, very to the point, that understand first and foremost, we serve God first. We serve our family second. We serve our country third. And we set an example with our actions that will glorify God. Now, these are the principles that our nation was founded by as one nation under God. So when we recognize the truth of what has made miracles happen in life, it's really easy to run with that truth. So that's all I'm sharing with you here. I don't mean to get all emotional, but you need to understand where I'm coming from. I do understand the idea of painting a rosy red picture in the industry of network marketing, of going out and finding two. And just get two who will work and duplicate. And as you find two, who find two, who find two, the potential is there to have a $10,000 income. And some people have even had the privilege to do that in 3 months' time. But the average person fails more than succeeds with that roadmap. That is the bottom line. And if I'm going to be an honest trainer who's got 23 years in the industry, and you are the most important person to have success with, it's just like I was taught in the military, folks. You don't leave someone behind, you take them with you. That's what leadership is all about. You take them with you. You don't leave them behind, okay? So I want you to recognize the difference between myself and a lot of other trainers that are out there. They've earned theirs, so have I. What's important is you, okay? If you want to be led by somebody that knows how to look out for you, that's why you're in the right place. If you want to be led by somebody that's achieved a whole bunch, they've got theirs, and they'll give you a morsel of how they got it, and then after you pay the upgrade fee, they'll give you a little bit more information, and then once you pay the monthly fees and you form that relationship with them, over time, they'll give you the whole piece of the pie. Now, what my theory is, according to Donald Trump, There's 96 million people today in America who are unemployed and need a job. So would it make more sense to show you a path where you can apply an hour of your time, make anywhere from $7 all the way up to $100 in that 1 hour of being truthful with people, other than giving them a scenario that is based on a lot of people failing? Now, why wouldn't I run with Go Get Two and Go Get Two if it's proven to have made people millions of dollars in this industry? The reason I don't is I understand the bottom line fundamentals of entrepreneurship. Your main long-term relationships in this industry and all or the majority of your sales are going to come from a position of know, like, and trust. So if you teach somebody that if they go get two, who get two, who get two, and they come into your organization knowing nothing about the industry, and they get real good because they break their comfort zone just like you taught them, and they sponsor 10 people, 3 months go by and they haven't made $10,000 a month, where do you think you sit in their mindset as a position of know, like, and trust? Yes, they know you. They may still like you, but I promise you this, they do not trust you. Why lead with a lie when you don't have to? Okay? I raised my voice. I do apologize. I believe in leading with the truth. I believe in leading bluntly. I believe in sharing what it takes to make things happen in this industry. So there's 5 things that you need to look for as an online entrepreneur or offline. The first thing is, 1, is what you're going to market to the public affordable. Where is the public at? Okay? Look at number 1 here. Affordability is crucial. Why? Because the history of success has proved if you cater to the masses, you can hang with the classes. Financial experts today say that the masses that we need to cater to are $600 to $1,000 away, emergency away from complete financial catastrophe. So if we want to cater to the masses, the first thing we got to understand is where is that point of affordability? And how can we make sure that what we're running with as an entrepreneur that needs to cater to the masses has something that if they really apply what we're teaching, they'll have success. This is what they call in network marketing duplication. And it's not what sounds pretty, looks the best, or is the most in demand. It is what duplicates the most, that serves the best, that makes the most money in this industry. And you need to understand that duplication factor is so crucial. So if you want to cater to the masses and you're running with a game plan that the majority are going to fail in, wouldn't it make sense to reverse that process and simply run with the truth and give the majority the edge to succeed? So understand what I'm talking to you about. Is it in a path of affordability? How do we know what's affordable? Well, I'm not picking on people on welfare. I've even been there myself 1 or 2 times in my life. But the one thing I can tell you is that's a dead-end trap, folks. It really is. But here's the thing I noticed. The people on welfare still come up with $8 a day times 30 days. That's $240 a month. Come hell or high water because they deserve their cigarettes. Now, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm proving a point of affordability to somebody who's stricken from poverty that wants something bad enough. They'll stretch their comfort zone to avoid their cigarettes, right? So when you want entrepreneurship bad enough, if you see a path that monthly is affordable in that under that $240 a month range, now we're talking business. What does that do for you? That gives you the ability to cater to the masses at a point the masses can actually afford to do business. Doesn't that make sense? Affordability is crucial, folks. So, well, you wonder why we lead with O2 Worldwide as our front runner with Project Healthy Wealth. Because if you look at the facts and the success clues left behind by history, Paul Zane Pilzer, leading economic forecaster, says health and wellness and network marketing is where the biggest money is going to be created. A lot of other experts say the same thing. Doesn't mean that's the only place where the money is. It just says that's where the most is going to be created. Why? People want to feel better. People can usually afford that more than cars and trucks and fancy things, right? So think about that. That's where the money's at. Get in front of health and wellness. O2 Worldwide, for $60, you can get 20 leads. If you've been in this industry before, burn through your friends and family and scared them all away from it for as long as you take every breath of your body. So when you got an ability to get started with a product that's only that big for a month's supply, $60, 20 leads of names, email addresses, actual phone numbers, that kind of gives you an edge starting out of the masses, so you can connect with them and say, hey, I'm with an awesome company that pays out every week. I noticed that you've opted into one of our websites. Do you still want to get paid over the next week or two? Simple question, yes or no. Okay, so you get 20 leads that you can do that with. Utilize the text system that we got in the back office with the PDFs. So it's really simple. What do I say? Well, this is what I say. This is how I say it. This is when I say it. All that's there for you. And then the training that you're seeing right now, you're going to understand how to communicate from a point of confidence. Why? Because you're going to want to watch this video 10 times to retain 80% of the information. And when you retain 80% of the information, you don't have to think about what you're going to say to your prospect. You already know what you got. You already know what the solutions are that's going to meet their life. All you got to do is listen enough to them for them to tell you how that fits into their life. And when you show them the picture of how they can actually get from point A to point B on a way that they believe they can achieve, you won't be able to stop them from getting started. They just need to understand the logic, common sense, and real work ethic with no secrets or surprises, no hidden agendas. And when they see something like that, it puts them in a place where they can duplicate quickly and affordable. Okay? $199 with O2 Worldwide is our biggest pack, still under $240 a month. On a credit card, what is that? $24 a month in monthly payments to pay off a $199 pack? So if you need to do that 3 months in a row to get your business off the ground, we're going to touch on how to do that a little later in the training. Then if you leverage that out on the credit card, what's that put your payments up to? $60 to $80 a month to operate a business properly for 3 months, having all your operation expenses covered. That's still under the affordability path of $240 for somebody who wants it bad enough and is not afraid to work for their own success on a path of truth over hype. And when you know you're running with the path of truth over hype, it gives you a sense of confidence to be able to serve people from their point of need. So we understand the affordability factor. When somebody gets started in O2 Worldwide for $199, they can set 20 appointments for people to see a presentation that's recorded or live, so they don't have to do the explaining. They're going to point to the tool. And all they're going to do is identify the problem first. They can point to the tool second, okay? Identify the problem, clarify that it exists. So are you telling me that this is a problem and that you want to get it handled, or are you just kind of venting right now? I need to understand this clearly. Oh, my life would be so much better if I could get that problem solved. Good. What if we can show you a path where that can happen on 1 hour a day with straight commitment to real actions to profits over hypothetical ideas? Don't you deserve that? Oh, yeah, great. Would 4 o'clock this afternoon or 7 o'clock tonight be helpful for you? You see, you don't need to memorize a whole big book. You just need to know how to listen to people. Understand what the problem is, isolate the problem, present a time for them to see the solution at a scheduled time like a real professional, and you know what you're talking about. You're not feeding them a big line about the product, about the company, about the comp plan, about the biggest leaders. You're talking to them about what matters to them. Now you're speaking their language. You're starting to identify this point A and point B. man, this is starting to look real. I believe I might have a shot at this. And that's the whole idea. Cater to the masses so you can hang with the classes, okay? So the next thing you got to understand is what you're doing serving people every month. They need it every month, right? So every month, people want pain relief, better sleep, weight loss, energy levels that are not going to crash. They want mental focus. They want a positive immune system, and they want anxiety management. Where are the masses spending their money to make that happen today, folks? Turn on your television set tomorrow while the Super Bowl's on. Take a really good look. Even today, what are you going to see? Commercials for a pill that's made by chemicals. It's really a science experiment that's been approved, and it's got a list of side effects 10 times longer than what that pill is. And people are spending $10 to $30 a day on those pills. So when you got a natural solution of O2 drops that can handle all of these, there's testimonies for all of these kind of things. I'm not making claims of cure, but when you give the body what it needs, it does what it's supposed to do naturally. At under $2 a day, that gives you the ability as a consumer to save over $300 a month because you're saving more than $10 a day transferring your spending to something with no side effects, 100% money back guarantee. There's no big fancy story that can't be unbelievable. If you don't like it, get your money back. It's that simple. Isn't that beautiful? Now somebody says, no, I don't want to build a business. You're not dead in the water. You can sell them the product. And guess what? They buy the product for $39.99 plus shipping and handling. It's shipped to their house. The company pays you $20. So you spend a half an hour to show them a business presentation. They said they weren't interested in a business, but they want one of these problems solved because we understand that's where the masses are already spending their money. So now you made $20 and you gathered a customer without giving them a BS story to $10,000 in two, 3 months that only 2 out of 10,000 people can accomplish. When you lead with love and truth and show integrity with what you walk with, they can't wait to follow you because all they see everywhere else is a hypothetical story with hope. You got something that's real. Think about how simple that is, okay? So we're talking about serving. Every month, they want these problems solved. Every month, they want to save that money. So if you've got a good relationship with them because you led with integrity instead of hype, if they say no to the business and you following up with them, hey, you're more than just a customer to me. I really enjoy a lot of things that this product's done for me. Would you mind sharing with me what kind of effects are you having when you take the drops 3 times a day under your tongue, 15 to 20 drops, without touching it to metal spoons or metal fillings? What kind of results are you starting to see? Have you purchased some pH strips at a pharmacy, really cheap, so you can test your urine levels and actually watch your body go into an alkaline state that you won't always feel? That way you know you're protecting your body and your babies get to enjoy you a little longer in life. All I'm talking about is reality, folks. And when you share reality with people, they appreciate it, okay? So we're looking at a product that can serve month after month after month. It's affordable. And if they say no to a business and yes to a product, you still got income of $20 for your time. Not $1 to $5. And you got to go get 100 of them and jump through 50 hoops in hopes to qualify for that whole $10 to $20 commission. There ain't none of that here at O2 Worldwide. You represent the product will take care of you. It's that simple. Bottom line, we don't need a BS story, folks. Okay? So is it duplicatable? You have to understand how important it is to have a process of earning that anyone can practice. Well, that's great, Earl. I see you up there in your fancy suit and tie and all big and special because you've been in the industry, but you don't understand, cowboy. I can't do what you're doing. I'd fill my britches in front of the camera before it even was on 3 seconds. Great. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. I used to be exactly like that. What I found out is there's no shame in sharing the truth with other people. And the beauty of today's technology is you can use this very video as a presentation so you don't have to do the talking and I do it for you. How's that handle your objection for you? We're here to make a difference, and that's what it's all about. When we know we're running with the truth, it's really easy to stay on that path and work with truth over hype, folks. Don't you deserve a path where the odds are in your favor? Okay, so let's take a look at next. Profiting is the most important, duplication. Your actions to profits daily, they have to be simple to practice. Oh my gosh, I understand that you've got 5 kids to take care of, and it would be really nice to have some extra money coming in. What kind of adventures are you finding as you're trying to make things happen for yourself? How much money do you spend on a monthly basis versus how much money are you earning? Have you ever had somebody walk you down a path of actions to profits based on an hour that can pay you, so you're not just spending tons of hours trying to learn, you can actually earn while you're learning? Or have you only been sold a kit? Those are painful questions, but they're truths, folks. And when you've watched this video 10 times, you understand what I'm teaching. It becomes part of you. You don't have to think about what you're saying. Your whole thought process is, how can I get them to see that this solves their problem? Which means you have to listen very carefully to what their situation is, and you can show them how this will fit in to solving that problem if they're willing to work for their success rather than expect it to fall out of the sky or follow a magic posting or hashtag on the internet. We're talking real business where you communicate with people, okay? If you're not ready to do that yet, enjoy the products. You deserve the benefits. But understand how to serve people as an entrepreneur is what's going to pay you. And if you don't want to communicate with people, you don't want to try to be an entrepreneur, because you're going to experience nothing but a nightmare, folks. But when you don't have to do all the explaining, you don't have to do all the selling, because technology puts the tools there for you, you have a path of duplication that solves a problem that they have. What do? Identify the problem, clarify its real, schedule an appointment, show them the information. Isn't that easy? And if they still need a bigger push, you got me as a personal coach or a professional call center with O2 Worldwide. You use us so you can introduce another person in their corner that wants to help them earn, that has the ability to wrap a plan around what they can dedicate to as far as working for their success. Everywhere else just sells them a kit, tells them to buy the Grand Poobah pack, upgrade, and you'll make it. And then once you do that, you spent your money and it had everything risked on the line, they tell you sink or swim, baby. Go talk to people. You'll figure it out. Is that what you deserve? Isn't what I'm sharing with you a little more reality? Okay? I like to lead with love. I like to lead with respect. I like to lead with truth. I like to lead where the odds are in your favor and you can understand what the heck it is you're trying to do to get paid in the first place. Okay? So profiting. When you're going to spend that time to let somebody see that process, they understand where point A and point B is, and they either want to join the business, or you've already listened to their problem and they've talked about not having enough energy or enough sleep at night, too much pain, maybe their weight loss isn't working and they got a good weight loss product and they're frustrated, but they don't understand if they've got a good weight loss product but their cells don't have enough oxygen and their body don't have enough minerals to operate efficiently, then the weight loss product they're taking can't work properly. But if they add this to the mix, they might be able to absorb that product just a little bit better. It's amazing. 100% money back guarantee. Simple products take care of simple things. And when you share simple things in a simple way with people, here comes the pay. It's really a simple process, folks. So, if they don't want to build a business, they want to become a customer. On the high side, you make $100 for a $199 pack that allows them 12 samples as they get stood up 7 times out of the 20 appointments that they set. 2 people decide to join the business because they were shown a solution to a problem instead of a story of 2 who get to and only 2 out of 10,000 ever achieve it. They kind of like that path, okay? 2 of them join because it makes sense and they believe in what they're doing. And number 3 customers, right? Hey, I don't want to build a business, but I do need to solve some of these problems. And you've got an awesome slide in your presentation that shows an actual blood analysis that proves that your product is not a placebo effect product, which is half the battle in the health and wellness industry. And even the FDA regulates your product to say, hey, I want to use that product month after month and put my body in a position to do something awesome. And I realize that as I spend $40 a month as a customer through Meals of Hope nonprofit, one American citizen gets fed a meal who otherwise would have gone hungry. So, I mean, I'm passionate to make a difference and lead with the truth and set the example with real work habits over hype. I hope you're starting to gather this, okay? The next thing that we're going to look at is if you're going to spend that 1 hour, what's it going to be worth to you? There's some awesome companies growing every day, but are they geared for the guy that's got a whole team already in place? What about the little guy? If they don't want to join the company, but they want to be a business, they want to use the product with a different business, where does that put them as far as making money? Most of the time, it's less than a couple of bucks. Can you understand why the retention rate just isn't there on a long-term basis? They might enjoy the product for a couple months, but they're long gone because it's just not working out. You see what I'm saying? So when you're leading with the truth, when you're leading with love, when you're leading by example, when you're leading with something that serves, what do you got to look for next? A way to profit that makes sense? We've got that. What do you got to look at next? Trending. Is what you have going to be in demand over the next 7 to 10 years with or without you and I? Look at what we run with at Project Healthy Wealth, okay? We've already talked about O2 Worldwide. But what if I got somebody that's calling me from another network marketing company and they want to recruit me because they understand that I'm really good at what I do? I don't have to join that company. And I can recognize the fact the reason they're connected with me is because they're missing something real important to their business, which is leads. So guess what? I have a program that not only allows them to understand how to have all the online tools that they need to work their business properly and utilize the internet as an entrepreneur, but they also get the education of how to have unlimited leads that cost them no money and save them a ton of ad spend. They get the education of how to have unlimited capture pages at their fingertips, how to have unlimited Google Hangouts that are branded to their individual name that they want to run with. So, I mean, really, if you want to brand yourself on the internet, you kind of need these tools. Unlimited sales pages known as blog posts, all that for $60 a month. They're going to need that service month after month. They want to learn how to get leads. There's a multi-million-dollar trainer in there, launches a course just tomorrow called Endless Free Leads 2017. And Max Steingart has taught people to go from zero to millions of dollars over 100 times in the last 20 years. Most of the companies out there that are billion-dollar big ones, almost every company more than 3 or 4 years old has a top earner somewhere in there that's been mentored by Max Steingart of how to utilize the internet and the social networks to find leads without spending ad spend to make it happen. So it's a very powerful tool that allows you to share that with somebody trying to recruit you. I'm going to give it to you free as a gift. When you go to our site, yourhealthyprofits.com, and the second link down, you see where you get it as a free gift. 7-day free trial. You don't even have to sell it to them. Let them go in there and play around for a while and see what's there. It's amazing. And as they choose to use those tools to build their network marketing company with that they didn't recruit you into, you now got paid to take a phone call from another recruiter instead of getting mad because you couldn't win the fight of my business is better than your business. Now you've turned that 1 hour into a profiting position instead of a problem position because you listened to them as they tried to pitch you. It don't have to be a waste of your time when you're working smart. So I use a system called the Power Lead system that brings that all together. I even connect it to an app through another system called Online Sales Pro that makes a cha-ching noise when I got a lead that's just looked at my website. So I've learned to use online tools that are very profitable, very affordable, very real to help when somebody's trying to recruit me. I got something that helps them. I use these same online tools to build my own brand with when you look at my blog post, projecthealthywealth.org. And then as you look at the recent post up on the upper left-hand side, you can see the other income streams that we work with in the trend of e-learning, where Max Steingart is there with personal coaching and another person by the name of Robert Hollis, who is a good mentor for mindset. Now understand he's made $50 million in the industry of network marketing, so he's more into self-branding now. But he made over $50 million in the industry, and his whole fortune come from network marketing. So if you wanted to learn mindset and how to be tough and make it through and how to plan and be successful instead of just hope to be successful, it's a good program. So when you look at what Project Healthy Wealth is all about, we have our O2 Worldwide for Health and Wellness, which is a trend that is going to climb with 10% market domination to 80. They call that critical mass growth in marketing, college marketing. They teach that at Harvard. Okay, so if you recognize the demand for online tools, the demand for e-learning, the demand for health and wellness, whether you recognize it or not, these three trends are going to go from under $200 billion a year today to over $1 trillion a year over the next 7 to 10 years, with or without you or I. Understand, that's where the money's at. When you perfect the art of getting in front of that money and sharing the truth, as long as what you're doing is affordable, serving, duplicatable, profiting, and trending, you have the odds of earning in your favor. What I've shared with you today is how to be real with people, how to share the truth with people, how to understand, hey, instead of waiting to get prepared, to get it right, to get all the facts first, to get all the information first, understand all the email marketing first, understand all of phone marketing, understand all the face-to-face, boom, boom, boom. You could get so lost in this industry. Why not look at simplicity? Don't you deserve better than that? Okay? Listen to people's problem. Identify it. Clarify that it's a problem. And once you've isolated that it is a problem, schedule a solution, A or B time, for them to see a recorded presentation that you don't have to do. You can use one of mine or the company's. And guess what? They're going to see a solution to a problem that they're facing that's based on truth over hype. How awesome is that? Okay? Now, if they're still iffy, but they like everything they've seen, hey, what I want to do is get my coach on the line or my call center so you understand there's more than one of us here in your corner to help you get paid. I'm not here as your coach to close the damn deal. Get that through your head. If you're closing people, you'll make money. You'll even earn good money. But if you want to earn legacy money, you learn how to communicate with people, man. I learned from John Maxwell. He was my biggest communication mentor. Actually, I think Zig Ziglar was about just as big as John Maxwell, but I learned from both of those guys in person. And I understand communication will serve you far, far more than closing. Okay? So you don't bring me on the deal to close the deal. You bring me onto the deal so I can wrap a game plan around how many hours they commit to if they actually saw the I's dotted and the T's crossed correctly. Because I know this, if I can teach them how to take 1 hour with no excuses and commit to that every week, they can do that. And as they duplicate that with 5 other people, in 1 week, there's 30 hours of leveraged profits through that one organization. Why? Because they aren't running around like chickens with their head cut off without a plan. They actually have a plan wrapped around them. They've made a commitment with no excuses for 1 year to commit to 1 hour of doing business properly, 5 days a week with no excuses for that whole year. And when they've done that and they stick to that commitment, the chances of not hitting a mark are slim to none. The chances of hitting a mark are really huge for those that have the discipline to quit company jumping, quit looking for something for nothing, quit looking for the easier path out of your comfort zone. Embrace the fact that as a successful entrepreneur, the key to your success is to break your comfort zone daily by serving people the truth that makes a difference in their life saves them money, gives them the tools they need to be successful, and the education that they need to get the job accomplished on a high scale if they want to. Because with Project Healthy Wealth, when you run with all of the opportunities that we have to offer, it's less than $500 a month business expense to give you the potential to profit thousands of dollars a week in 3 of the most in-demand trends that are going to go from under $200 billion to over $1 trillion a year in the next 7 to 10 years, with or without you and I. So the question to ask yourself is, if what I'm saying is making sense to you, isn't it time that we connected? Isn't it time for a plan wrapped around the time that you can commit to? You can connect with me. We'll put together a plan based around you and the time that you can commit to your success with no excuses, so you have a real game plan in writing to put the odds of earning in your favor. Out of 100 people that come into this industry, folks, only 3 make it to top earner. Why is that? Because 97 out of 100 are sold a kit. They're not led down a path of true actions to profits that the prospect believes that the prospect can accomplish. If they don't believe in the plan they're trying to take, they can't be successful at it. So when you lead with the truth and you understand how to serve, like what I've shared with you here, you've just unlocked the door to the potential to earn as you go and multiply your profits, capitalizing on trends that are going to be on the rise no matter how many companies come and go over the next 7 to 10 years. So when you recognize that you got a path that you can be confident with, a path that shares the truth, a path that leads with love, a path that don't believe in misleading, there shouldn't be anything from stopping you from jumping on board that ship that's on its way to where exactly you deserve to go. May God bless you beyond your imagination this year. I congratulate you for taking the time today to really understand what it's going to take to put the odds of earning in your favor in a way that you deserve to be successful. We lead with truth, we lead with love, and we lead with care. And we care about you. So when you learn to lead by caring about the people that you're listening to, you'll find out how to help them solve the problems that they're facing. They'll save money in the process and really be glad that they've got a relationship with somebody who's got some truth to them instead of a story that maybe only 2 out of 10,000 people stand a chance at accomplishing. It just makes sense to me, folks. I love you with all of my heart. I pray to Jesus for the best for you. And I want to really point out that our brand, Project Healthy Wealth, has been brought to you by the Servants Team Ministry Outreach out of Troy, Montana. We've been in existence since 2011. I really understand what it's like to follow the real leaders in life, folks. And I also understand how important it is to set the pace with what's right. That's why you're seeing this today. May God bless you beyond your imagination this year. Congratulations for taking the time to see what works. It's a blessing to help people get paid each and every week, and it's fun to make a difference at the same time.